my involvement in philanthropy, how it sort of started. I don't really know if this is in any particular order, but I think coming from a privileged kind of family, I feel socially responsibly I kind of should give something back. And one of the greatest things on my father's side with my grandfather was this business that started in the 1930s, and I'm very proud actually of that legacy that my grandfather started, my uncle continued, and I feel strongly that it's something I need to be involved with. And I say I have these 3 children, and I'd like them to one day show an interest in this charity. Maybe they'll have their own philanthropic interests, but I think it's a good way for families to work together in a kind of non-contentious way. Our family originally started to, we decided back in the 1970s to start a charitable trust because the tax rates were so high in the 70s, they were something like 90%. Yeah. So rather than give all your money to some unemployed guy who couldn't be bothered to get out of bed, we thought we'd set up a charitable trust. There was some tax efficiency there as well. And I think we started by giving money to sort of old age homes, and then we were shown a research project, a medical research project. We kind of, my uncle, who's an accountant, looked at this in a very kind of practical way and decided that rather than give money to older people who, with respect, have had a good time of it, it may make more sense to look at more curative, more ways of helping treat and cure possibly millions of lives. So we started to create an expertise in medical research, and we formed Rose Trees Trust, which is specifically a medical research charitable foundation trust in 1987. And currently, today we have over 110 medical research projects which we co-fund. Most of these projects are the kind of very much cutting edge side of medical research, where they're not being funded, no one will start funding them. We will look at them, we have a peer review group of professors that will say, this is good, this hasn't been done before, or this is a decent researcher. We will have our own views as well, and we will contribute and usually be the first to put some seed corn money into that research project. Because we have such a good reputation out in the market, once we put something in, you'll find it finds there's a kind of leveraged up effect. And I think of some of the funds that we've given, there's a leverage effect to about 30 times. And medical research is an area which is massively underfunded. So we've kind of taken that view. I wasn't sure if medical research a few years ago was going to be something that I would find emotionally, it would move me. But when you start to meet these professors and they start to tell you about cancer treatments which aren't working, where they're not making progress, but they tell you about patients and how they're suffering, there is a very humane aspect, and it's actually quite moving.